This is political carnage like we haven't seen in years. A single storm has just upended Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's grand plan for the federal election, and now, it's chaos. If you thought this election season was going to be predictable, think again. Because Cyclone Alfred hasn't just battered Australia's coastline, it's completely shredded Labor's election strategy, leaving Albanese scrambling for a way out. This was all set in stone, right? The election was expected to be called this weekend or early next week, with April 12th circled as the big day. But now, the opposition is circling like sharks in the water, demanding to know how on earth Albanese could even consider calling an election while a natural disaster is unfolding. And honestly, do they have a point? Because let's be real, Australians aren't going to take kindly to a PM standing at a press conference talking about the budget while people are watching their homes get flattened. And the damage? We don't even know the full extent yet. Lives could be lost, God spare us. Entire communities are bracing for the worst. And in the middle of all this, the Prime Minister is meant to hit the campaign trail? Doesn't exactly scream strong leadership, does it? Now, here's where it gets juicy. If Albanese doesn't call the election now, he's got a serious problem. That means he'll have to hand down the March 25th budget, a budget he probably didn't want to deal with before heading to the polls. Because once that budget is out, there's no hiding. Every dollar spent, every shortfall, every broken promise, it'll all be laid bare before voters. And let's face it, that's the last thing Labor needs right now. So what does he do? Well, here's the timeline he's working with. If April 12th is off the table, the next available date is April 19th, except that's Easter. April 26th? That's out too, Anzac Day and a long weekend. And let me tell you, Australians hate having their public holidays interrupted by a trip to the voting booth. That leaves just two options, May 10th or May 17th. And if Albanese waits until the absolute last possible second, it's going to reek of desperation. So the big question is, has Cyclone Alfred just thrown the entire Labor campaign into disarray? Is Albanese about to become the PM who gambled on an election and lost to Mother Nature? Right now, it looks like his plans have quite literally been blown away. Let us know what you think in the comments. Is this a disaster for Labor? Should the election go ahead anyway? And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this election just took a wild turn, and trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next.